The story follows structural engineer John Garrity, his estranged wife Alice, and their young son Nathan as they fight to survive a planet-wide catastrophe caused by a comet named Clark. The film opens in suburban Atlanta, where John, though separated from Allison, tries to maintain a sense of normalcy for their son, Nathan, who suffers from type 1 diabetes. The world is abuzz with news of Clark, a massive comet expected to pass close to Earth, with minor fragments possibly entering the atmosphere. Scientists and news anchors reassure the public that the event poses no significant danger, and the Garrity family prepares for a casual gathering with neighbors to watch the comet's anticipated flyby. As the party begins, John receives an urgent and cryptic message on his phone, a government alert stating that he, Allison, and Nathan have been selected for emergency evacuation. Before John can process the news, television broadcasts report a catastrophic event. The first fragment of Clark has impacted Tampa, Florida, with a force equivalent to a nuclear explosion. The scale of destruction becomes horrifyingly clear as people realize this is just the beginning. Larger fragments are expected to hit Earth in the coming hours and days, including one that could trigger an extinction-level event. Panic spreads as John rushes his family to a military airbase designated for evacuees. The roads are choked with traffic, and desperate people are already looting stores and gas stations. Upon reaching the airbase, the Garritys encounter even more chaos. The government's selection process for evacuation is strict, and only those with wristbands issued by the Department of Homeland Security are allowed entry. Tensions escalate when it's revealed that Nathan's diabetes disqualifies the family from boarding the evacuation planes. The strict protocol excludes individuals with chronic medical conditions, forcing the Garritys to leave the airbase amidst a sea of desperate, unselected civilians. The separation of the family becomes a critical turning point. Allison, realizing Nathan needs his insulin, takes him to a nearby pharmacy, leaving John behind to navigate the ensuing chaos. Their separation leads to parallel storylines, each filled with danger and emotional intensity. John faces life-threatening encounters as he tries to reunite with his family. A ride offered by a seemingly kind couple turns into a nightmare when they attack him, attempting to steal his wristband for their own survival. John is forced to defend himself, killing one of the attackers in a brutal struggle before escaping with his life. Meanwhile, Allison and Nathan are confronted by another dangerous situation. A couple who appears friendly offers them a ride but soon reveals their true intentions. They plan to abduct Nathan and use his wristband to secure their own evacuation. Allison's resourcefulness and maternal instincts shine as she fights back, rescuing Nathan and escaping the ordeal. Eventually, the family reunites at the home of Allison's father, Dale, in rural Kentucky. Dale provides them with temporary shelter and supplies, but refuses to join their journey, citing his age and declining health. He encourages them to push forward, knowing their survival depends on reaching Greenland, where bunkers have been constructed to protect evacuees from the impending impact of Clark's largest fragment. The journey to Greenland is grueling. The Garritys face natural disasters, dwindling resources, and the moral dilemmas of witnessing humanity's descent into chaos. In one particularly intense sequence, a fragment crashes nearby, triggering a massive shockwave and igniting a firestorm that nearly consumes them. Despite the odds, they press on, driven by their determination to protect one another. The climax of the film takes place at a Canadian airbase, where the final evacuation flights to Greenland are departing. The Garritys navigate a chaotic and dangerous environment as desperate crowds storm the planes, attempting to force their way aboard. Amidst the turmoil, John and Allison's resourcefulness and courage allow them to secure a spot on a cargo plane, but the escape is far from easy. As the plane ascends, it narrowly avoids destruction from falling debris, highlighting the fragility of their survival. The final moments of the film are both devastating and hopeful. The largest fragment of Clark impacts Earth with unimaginable force, causing widespread destruction, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter. However, the Garrities, along with other survivors, endure the catastrophe safely within Greenland's underground bunkers. Months later, they emerge into a changed world, one marked by devastation but also the promise of rebuilding. As they gaze at the scarred landscape, the family's bond, strengthened by their ordeal, becomes a symbol of hope and resilience. Greenland is more than a disaster film. It's an emotional journey of survival, sacrifice, and the power of familial love. Through its intense action sequences, breathtaking visual effects, and deeply human story, the movie reminds us of what truly matters when faced with the end of the world. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this gripping story and want more thrilling recaps like this, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an adventure-packed tale. See you in the next one.